Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Feed the Bee Skies server, hanging out here at my storage system that's made out from occultism, and it's a cool system. These are the tier 4 stabilizers? Stabilizers, yes. And if I look at this beastie here, it holds up to 12,000 of these items, and each item type, and I've got 534, can hold up to 1024. So this is good dense storage, and I really like it. I think it's fantastic. However, there's something more I can do, because down here, this is kind of clunky, and I'm not a big fan of that. While this has been great, this crafting just it's annoying. So I want to upgrade that, and as you probably have seen over here, I want to get into some AE2 and some refined storage things. Now, the brains around a refined storage system is this controller, and for this, I need to make the quartz enriched iron. That's no problem. It's just iron and quartz, because that's what it means. Machine casing is just iron and quartz with a cable, which is quartz enriched iron, and this flux, including more flux up here. And so that is going to be a little bit more involved. I can take flux dust, but typically I'm going to sit there and take charged Certus quartz plus redstone plus nether quartz, throw it in some liquid of some sort, and I'll get, these 3 items will get me 2 of the flux crystals. Eventually, I would like to have a flux pearl that I can feed to a spatial bee, and that will get me a flux bee. And I've got the spatial bee already set up. I just don't have this. So this controller here, I need to make that. I do want to make this crafting. Well, that needs these processors. These processors need these raw advanced processors, and well, processing binding, plenty of slime, so that's not a problem. But this printed silicon, that comes from AE2. Well, for that, I need an inscriber. Well, that's not a hard recipe there, but I need to make this inscriber silicon press and silicon. Now, silicon itself is from Certus quartz dust, which I've been getting from milling. Well, I haven't been milling. I've been sifting with dust, and that's given me lots. I think I got like 2,000, so I got lots of that. But I need this inscriber press, which is paper and silicon. Yeah, I can do that. So I think the first thing I need to do is, let's make the inscriber, and we just need 1 of these. Oh, nope. Okay, I do have that. Perfect. I'm going to doink this down right here, and that should be getting power from my flux network, which is good. And then I would like to be able to pull the items out. Can I? I can. Good. Let's get far enough I can see it. Okay, so this allows me to take Certus quartz and charge it, and I've got some. I've got 148 that I have produced elsewhere. Actually, I just looted these from the sky villages. So let's grab a stack of these, and I'm hoping that that's exactly what I want. Yeah, if I put it into, oh, no, I don't want an inscriber for this. I need a charger for this. Yes, I need a charger. Okay. Oh, charger's even cheaper. I can do that. So let's make a charger. I went to uses for this, charger for that. Let's grab this. All right. Same dealy-whack. I'm going to toss this over here. Doink. And again, I want to be able to yank this out. There we go. So now if I put in 1 into here, and this should over its, yep, and it just gave me a charged Certus. Not Cert charged, because I'm trying to remember how to CER. Okay. So that got me the charged one that I need. Do I have a hopper? I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and use this, and I want a chest. All right, the trap chest, no, regular chest. So if I take, and I don't know if this will accept from the side, but we'll find out. take you, drop you into there. Looks like it is. And there's little electric, there. So it's getting charged, and over time it will go ahead and do all that I need, which is fine. Now, the other thing I needed was a piece of paper, and I believe I have some I have a single piece of paper and silicon. I have, 4 stacks of silicon, but let's go pound that into the proper shape. There's my smithing table. Paper, silicon, there's my inscriber. Heal. So now if I come down into here and I put this in, now I can take silicon, and because I'm taking this silicon here and I'm turning it into this printed silicon. So I need a bunch of that. So let's grab a stack of that. Siddle. There we go. I can do it. Grab a full stack. Ooh, but this won't do a full stack. This will do, again, one at a time. But will you get pulled out? Stamp. Yes, that will also get pulled out. Let's grab that other hopper. And this is a golden hopper. I've not actually used this one before, so let's see how it looks. Do you have an interface? You do not have an interface. Let's grab another chest. Because I can. And so here, I'm going to dump the silicon in. Wow, that took a whole stack's worth. That holds a lot more internally than this thing. This has one at a time, which for what we're doing now, that's perfectly fine. All right, how many more? 50. This is almost done with that. I think I'll grab another. I will hold off on grabbing a bunch of that. Let's R to see how I can make that. In-world transformation, that's not what I'm looking for. I grow silicon. I used to have them and I moved them and they broke. I can centrifuge them. Oh, I can enrich it with Certus quartz dust. That's the way to do it. All right, I will grab a stack over here, stick that into my enrichment chamber. Now, these have no updates on them for speed, I think. They should have. Oh, I've muffled. Then I went ahead and said, forget that. I'm going to install the client side sound muffler. So nice. So yeah, these are bare bone devices. I haven't really needed to upgrade them at all, but that means I've got all the Certus quartz I need, which means I can charge all the Certus quartz I really need over here, which means now that I've got some charged ones, how many more? I've got a full stack of charged. Cool. And let's grab a stack of, it was redstone. And now I'm drawing a blank. What was the other thing that I needed? Because it's obviously been a while since I've done that. Quartz. Okay. And so now I need a spot. Actually, oh, yeah, let's just grab this little corner here. And do I have a bucket? I do have a bucket. Put that there. And then if I go you and you and you and stand back so my magnet doesn't grab it, look at it all change right there. All right, that should give me 2 stacks of this guy. Nice. Now, some of these I want to crush. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them I want to crush. And I need one of these, I believe. If I'm going to crush this, crushing stone, milling stone will work. Crusher will work. Okay. I've got actually, I'm going to use the milling stone because I think it's going to be way faster. Let's put 4 in there. Yeah, it's a decent speed because I want to make a flux pearl. Yep, that's why I got the ender pearl there. I got him. Let's make that real quick. So now I've got a flux pearl, and then I think 9 of these. Let's look at the bee. Always check. What do you need? For flowering, I need a flux. Oh, I need 4, not 9. Okay. There we go. Always get the right thing. Let's jump upstairs. There's my spatial bee. You can tell he's a spatial bee because he's really spatial. Yes. And now he's extra spatial because he's a flex bee. Let's grab this. Yoink. And I changed this up a little bit. Instead of having them all just sticking out, I set them up in their own little area because I wanted them to stop buzzing around. I wanted them to stick. Now this one is the pure bee. So let's release him. And I will put this guy down. And so because he's trapped there, he can't go into any of the other beehives. It's so much nicer. All right, so he is harvesting the little bits of the flux there. And as soon as he's happy, he'll go inside. All right, come on. Get happy. Go inside. There we go. And because I've got the upgrade simulator on there, he will stay in here and won't go out anymore, which is good. All right, so that's what this is doing. Yay. All right, let's go down. And so now this guy will start generating the flux for me, which is very nice. The rest I'm just going to dump into the system. So we've made this, we've made that, we've got this, we got this, we made that and this. All right, now I think we can start getting into, yeah, I think I can start making a cable. Oops, I need quartz enriched iron. So let's click on something. There's no wrong thing. That one, there we go. And let's make a stack 2, 3, 4 because we can. I've got plenty of both of those. And so now I can start making a controller. So I make the cable, let's make at least one of these. And this is, a refined storage cables. I don't use these much. I try to avoid cables as much as possible. Let's make a casing. A recipe that I typically see, that's just a regular block. But I like how they've integrated AE2 and refined storage together. I think that's kind of a cool thing. So let's grab, let's grab one of these. This is the part where I said, give me one of these. There we go. And with this, I'm trying to think of where, because this is the only power source I really won't be needing this very much. I will need to move my anvil, because I think that's where I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to move my anvil. I'm going to put my controller right... Nope. Let's put the controller right there. And that's instantly powered, which is cool, because this is going to get replaced. But I do want to access these 3 items. And yep. So this is going to get replaced. So next, it's using 0 FE because I have nothing on the network, which is fine. I do want to make a crafting grid. But before I do that, I have, how many of these silicon printed thingies do I have? I have 0 printed. No, I dumped you. They went out. They should go in. I should have a whole bunch of silicon. Let's try this again. Silicon. What happened to all of my printed silicon? It's not there. It should be in here. Okay, you saw me take a stack of these. That's why I have so much less. Are you going into my armory cabinet? I don't see anything printed. All right, where are you going? Because this is the... Oh, it didn't come out. That's why. You naughty little booger. You should be extracting out. Why are you not extracting out? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and tell it to start doing another stack. Why you no come out? I know these blocks do. Well, I've automated them before. It's been a while since I've done AE2. However, I've got enough of this. I need to make some of, let's do some iron and some gold and some diamond. So I want to change this to here and processors. So let's make some of these. And for that, let's do 4, 8. There's 32 of them. And then I want to make some gold ones. I've clicked the 8 before, and sometimes it makes 7, which is very annoying. And we'll just do these. Yeah, 4, 4. All right, that will work. And these guys need to be cooked. If I look, yeah, they need to be smelted, which, why not do that way? It's because my mechanism smelter is pretty slow. Actually, let's keep that up, and I'll just crouch so my magnet doesn't pick things up. And as soon as I see them converted, yep, some are done. Are they all done? Okay, this one being more was not done. That's the only drawback with this. I should get a smarter pickup system. I just haven't set it up because I've been lazy. I'm going to go with that. There we go. So now I've got a bunch of these processors in place. So let's get rid of you. So I want to make the crafting grid. I need to make one of these because I know I don't have one in at this point. I need to make an advanced processor. Got that done. I need to make a grid. Oh, another one of these guys. And back to here, back to there. Glass. Oh, destruction and construction cores. Let's make, I'll make 4 of them for right now. So that was that core. And, you know, this is where I wish I had my crafting grid set up, because it's so much easier to click things and drop it in. And this one is not quite as useful as I would like it to be. But hey, it was way better than looking through stuff through my chests. So it has served its purpose very nicely. There's the grid. So now I want to do the crafting grid. Make one of those. And there's my crafting grid. Yay. And I think I may have missed some of those quests because I didn't actually pull out of the crafting spot. But if I just right-click this guy, now I have my crafting grid set up, which is good. That's what I'm looking for. I do need an external storage. In fact, I need 2 of these, although I think I've got one already. Let's take a quick gander. Storage. Yes, I've got an external storage already set up. I'm going to put you here. It's not connected to anything, but I'm going to put him here. And this connects to everything to the storage controller. I'm going to change the priority on that to super high. Let's do 1,000 and set that. Redstone, all items. I'm not doing anything there. I don't care. That should work. Now I need to make 2 more of these. Whoop, wrong crafter. This crafter. I need to make 2 more of these, which means I think I've got everything. Do not use ender chests, you stupid thing. I do not want my ender chests to be picked up. So I'm going to put those into a chest over here. Why are you trying to centrifuge ender chests? What the heck happened to them? Did they just get cycled through? I think they just got cycled through. They just got cycled through. All right, I'm going to put you here and edit that out. Nobody will notice. So at this point, I want just regular chests. And I don't know why it would want to use the expensive stuff first, and maybe it doesn't, but I'm going to say it probably does. This guy, I'm going to, you can see this block. I want to put it on the top of this block. There we go. And this one I'm going to leave priority 0. This guy, going to break him and drop this guy on here, the armory. And this is going to be, oh, it's already got 949 items in there. Priority, let's set this to 500. So it's in between the two. So anything that gets dropped into the system through here will first try to go into the storage drawer, and then it'll try to go into the armory cabinet if it can. And if it doesn't, then it goes into my wormhole and gets stored with everything else. And there's everything. So I like it normal, I like it ascending, and I like it by name. That's just my preference. I go back and forth of whether or not I want to automatically have my selection up here, because I often want to type, I'm gonna, let's go with normal auto selected, because then when I click in here, my mouse is up there and I can start typing, whatever I want. That's typically what I'm going to be doing. And let's stretch you, that's small size, that's medium size, large size, stretching larger, close enough. I'll go with this. So let's toss you in, and I don't need the storage scanner anymore. And that should be in here. That is in here. So perfect, perfect, perfect. This is very much what I prefer as far as having a good system in place as far as storage. Much prefer refined storage. Now, one of the things that I do want to improve with this is this is kind of kludgy down here. However, the more I can be elsewhere, the happier I'll be. Let's take a look at the power on this. It's using 22 FE, which is nothing. So I have no problem whatsoever with that. Let's grab these bits out here. Are you also? Nope. You have no interface to access. So that's fine. I wonder, let's put you in there, and combs. There's my pure crystal combs. Why are you not coming out? I want to extract you. Huh. Millie, do you know why they're not coming out? She doesn't know. She's looking for yummy treats on my desk. These should be coming out of my storage control. This is set to items in insert and extract. I'm hoping this will actually let me go in and out. Can I grab? I can't grab any of these things. Well, this is disappointing. What about andesite? Because that's coming. Yeah, none of these things are coming out into my inventory. Ha. That's strange. I did have over here, I tried with a, I'm trying to remember, it was, with the storage controller, I tried to put it here and it didn't pull anything. I tried with the backpack and it didn't pull anything. And after I logged out and came back the next day, it started sucking everything out. So maybe I'm just in a weird state. I sure hope not. I want this to be working. That's the whole purpose why I need to freaking... Well, let me grab the combs out of here anyway. Do I want to... Don't sync with JI, circle J. I think I don't necessarily want to sync. All right, comb. So here's my flux comb or fluix comb and my pure crystal combs. Those have been doing well. I've got 31 of the pure crystals. Nice, means I don't have to do any more work with that. Let's take these fluix combs and no, are you on you? What's my chance? 20%. It's a way of actually producing this, which is much better. Okay, I'm okay with that. Dump you in there. Such a nice design, and it's not working right now. Well, it's the next morning, and I have good news and bad news. One of the things I did is I created the drive casing and put a disk in there for just a 1K. And still doesn't work. I put items in there. I broke these 3 external storage connectors, and it could put things in there and pull them out just fine, not a problem. And I reattached just the armory, put in stuff, pulled it out just fine. Reattached the one to my wormhole, to my occultism storage up above, in and out, stuff works just fine. I attached my storage drawer here, the controller, and everything stops. So obviously that means the storage controller itself is the problem here. So I went through and I disabled the, I can turn around and point. I disabled this bank. Nope. I disabled that bank. Nope. I disabled that bank. Nope. Still problems. So I said, well, fine. Let me break this, replace it. Oh, I also took the storage controller here and or the external storage on the storage controller face, because sometimes, you know, there's been times when attaching to the face has worked better than any of the other 5 sides. No, same problem. So I broke this, and then I re-added this bank, and I searched for the creeper heads here. Yep, worked great. In and out, no problem. So I added the big bank of these stuff. Same thing. This worked great. And then I added the controllers, or the extensions, because I've got 3 of them, and that's when it stopped. So it's the controller extensions. That's what breaks me. And I don't know if it affects everybody, if it's just me, but I had to get rid of them. And so instead, I went ahead and made the entangled binder, and I went ahead and made some of these entangled blocks, and they're working. I shift right click with my entangled binder, and then come over to one of the entanglers, and then just right click it here. Now it sees it as the storage controller and works. I made a bunch of glass, and that just dumped right into the system just fine. I also, these 2 extensions that were here, I replaced them with the entangled block, and happily I can have multiple entangled blocks all targeting the same block. I was wondering if I could. Yes, the answer is I can. And so that solved this problem. And that makes something very possible here. These entangled blocks have a range of 126 or 128, something like that, which means I don't have to have them right here. I could set up a very pretty pedestal production area someplace. I could take this part and move it away from these. So I could have a bunch of these all lined up looking pretty, and then these hiding. That's a very doable thing. It means I can now move my create stuff out from here, because this block was exactly 12 away from this block, which is as far as it goes. And so I was stuck. I couldn't move this. Now I can, because there's a lot more extension, or a lot more distance that I can do with this. So this means I can move out of the basement. I can go up to here, and I can start placing stuff up here, and it won't be out of range, which makes me super, super happy. And I think one of the other things I would love to do is move my controller stuff. I would like to move that up. I would like to have that right here, because if I jump up again, or further down, nowhere. Yeah, I would like to have it right here. That's what I'd like to have it. I'd like to be able to see that right here. And to me, that's a nice... I like being able to see my grafting grid and the controller, and then everything else is hidden. And that could be hidden down in here. And I love that idea. I think that's a fantastic idea. This I could move so it's up there in the top point. So it's not this kludgy sort of spot that I've got down here. I'm not that big of a fan of it. It's grown organically, kind of like cancer. So I don't want to do this anymore. Anyway, I have a very nicely working refined storage. I'm going to go ahead and make a wireless extension on this, because I want to be able to move out of the way. guys. There. I want to be able to access this stuff remotely. The wormhole and the occultism stuff, that I can access anywhere, which I love. This one, I have to make a few bits to do that. And I can do it. It's not that big of a deal. But I would like to have a little bit more space down here, and I may take that bank of drawers and move it forward, so behind it I have all of this stuff. I don't know. I'll play with that between episodes. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here on the FTOG Feed the Beast Skies server. And it's not like I haven't said this a lot of times. And I've been having a flood. I'm glad that I finally figured out what was causing this problem, because I really like having a nicely unified, refined storage system. It works great when it works. Thanks for watching. Bye.